Greetings, blessings to everyone. Part two of Demons in Human Form. I wanted to kind of set the stage a little bit once again and identify that the scriptures of the church um, has to be used for more than Sunday school and um, Sunday worship. The scriptures, the concepts, the ideology, and the precepts were given to us to help formulate a moral compass, to help develop a focus that applies itself to proper utilization of our humanity. Now, when I'm talking about demons in human forms, I'm talking about some of the conduct that we as human beings experience from each other, some of the things that we do to each other. I talked a little bit about the politics of the political field, but we got caught up so much in the cosmetics, the entertaining aspect, or the self-righteous aspect of the mission of Yahushua HaMashiach, or Jesus the Christ. The whole concept was designed for us as human beings to interact on a greater level of compassion, mercy, and sensitivity. It wasn't based on greed, um, racism. It wasn't based on socialism, communism, capitalism. It was based on moralism. Now, we get caught up in it because we have all of these religious denominations, these groups um, that consider themselves to be on point, and their way is the most viable way. At some point, and sometimes in those conversations pertaining to those groups, they tend to identify themselves by um, their self-righteousness, or trying to identify their inability to be human. I read in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, it talks about paraphrasing, although I speak with the tongue of angels, if I am so eloquent and I can put two words together to form a statement that can challenge your thought process or to confuse your thinking so that you follow whatever I say the truth is. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the manipulation of that ability and hiding behind different kind of social structures, political machines, political parties, um, using the Constitution. And don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to destroy the Constitution. In fact, uh, everything that I'm talking about is supposed to be bringing about the actual application of the Constitution in such a manner as for it to be we the people. Once again, I'm not going to keep you long. And some of you may think, well, what is going on with this dude? Some of my friends know who I am. My name is James Thompson, Archbishop James Thompson, Dr. James Thompson. I'm an author. I've done, 5 books. I'm getting old, so I don't remember exactly. But I'm a radical. And I watch, Bay News 9. I watch MSNBC more often. I tune into Fox News every now and then when I want to laugh, be entertained with audacious ignorance. The fact of the matter is, the simplicity of the human development has been made to be difficult and has been made to be mystical and magical, when in fact it is so simple. Love. Love. God is love. God is a spirit. Love has a spiritual origin. It develops in the core thought process of who we are. The core thought process of who we are. Each individual's core thought process that has not been contaminated with greed, or the lust of the flesh, if they say, more so than greed, not applying the fruits of the spirit. It's a mental contamination, no matter how you look at it. It's how you think, how you apply your thinking, what you do with your thinking, no matter what religious identity that you follow, no matter what religious concept that you follow. The rudimental foundation of it is your mental development pointing towards a moral compass that encompasses, as I said, the ideology, concepts, and precepts of the word, regardless of where you find it, regardless of where you find it. What name your ethnicity gives it, or your religious racial group gives it. Truth is truth. You can't modify the truth. The truth cannot be modified. A little leaven is the whole lump. You contaminate the facts, or you make an attempt to contaminate the facts, to bend them in the way that you want to by using a little truth to make it look good. And the church, don't get it twisted. I'm not coming against the church. I'm coming against the misapplication and misuse of the word church, as it does not identify the soul of the human being or the core thought process of the human being being the foundation of the church, the foundation of the spiritual church, which applies itself in a physical realm. Going to church every Sunday. Don't get it twisted. Not in any way going against praising and serving the Lord. By all means, we should continue to do that. Miracle worker, great Lord, King of Kings. But I want to talk briefly, some more about these humans in human forms who advocate for power. Power in the physical realm, in the so-called concept of ownership. You can't own anything that you can't take with you when you leave this earth. It's not yours. Even if you temporarily think that this belongs to me, it doesn't, because you're not going to take it with you. So why are we so focused on humanity, so focused on positions of authority, subjugating other human beings to our will for money, for gain, for authority, for power? Demons in human form. Demons in human form with a contaminated core thought process. They take all shape, forms, come in all fashions. Uh, some of them are found in the pulpit, in political parties. But demons in human form, and as I said, I won't stay with you very long. This is part 2. I'm going to do a part 3. What do you, if you're wondering where I'm coming from, I'm trying to identify that the only way that we can bring healing to this planet is for us to truly realize who we truly are. Notice that. Truly realize who we truly are. Human. We've been assigned to this planet to develop our moral compass. This is a proving ground for eradicating contamination that has flooded humanity's thought process. Demons in human form, us, you and I, as we succumb to those negative aspects of our flesh. Paul said it well. The Apostle Paul said it well. The spirit and the flesh wars daily. We're dual-natured. So we'll talk more about some of the conduct of these demons in human form. But until then, blessings to you. Don't judge me. I'm imperfect. I tell you that myself. Don't do a background check on me, because you're going to find some stuff that you don't identify as I'm not perfect. But that doesn't make me wrong in the statements that I'm making. God bless you. See you next time.